Yo, it's Ken checking in. And a little update. Yeah, I got a chest tattoo. This my dad right here. Um, so, um, I don't really know why I'm making this video today. I just felt moved, obviously, to talk and shit. But I really want to talk about family because, I feel as though I'm in a difficult position. So I want to talk about it so I could see if I could realize something through what I'm saying, because I'm just finna start spitting. But basically, bro, I was going through a situation to where I was excommunicated by my sister. Now, this happened in January or February of 2021. I asked her to go get a rental for me because I wasn't 25 yet, and she never responded. Now, I was in Arizona at the time, living with one of the guys. You know, we had a little a spot out there. I was working at the dispensary and stuff like that. So I asked her to get a rental for me, and she never responded. And that was actually the last time we talked for about 2 years. And I'm not gonna fast forward, but basically, the story is she got an attitude that I asked for that and was like, that's completely unacceptable. He should not be asking me. And then, went on with her business. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. Because that's what I was told. She actually excommunicated the whole family. So it's one of those situations to where it's like, hey, clearly she had a bone to pick. She feel as though we're not in her corner. We're not supporting her. Cool. Now, me and my sister, we had a tumultuous past for sure. Like, in my opinion of the situation, I felt as though I was like neglected in a sense and kind of like abused. I say that in the sense that my kindness was taken for weakness. Now, I'm not like an incendiary person. I ain't gonna be like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, like, oh, what you wanna do? You hot? Like, I'm not no hothead. Like, as much as I thought I was, I'm not really a hothead. I just respond. I react to things. And I react to things naturally, and I'm a person who, like I said, I've been traumatized. Growing up, it was not easy in the sense that I wasn't poor, but I ain't have everything I needed. And I definitely seen my sister having more than me. Like, we went to 2 separate schools. I wore a uniform. She never had to wear a uniform. She got her hair done. She had like fresh new clothes. So like from 6th grade to 12th grade, I wore a uniform. So like, you gotta think, like, I don't have no fashion sense. I'm just wearing like cargo pants and fucking black, like, I didn't have no swag, bro. Like, I'm saying that to say, like, bro, me and my sister grew up so completely different. All I had was my video game and my laptop. I had a laptop and I had a video game. That's all I used to spend my time doing, bro. I did not come out the room to be like, oh, hey, sis, let's watch a movie. That's not your boy. Your boy was locked in. And I would say I was locked in because I never really truly felt that love from my family. And that's something I'm still dealing with to this day, which is why I'm so open about it, because I want to share my story so people understand, like, if you see me with my sister, you see me with my mama, it's because we healed or I healed. I'm not going to say they healed. I'm not going to speak for them. But at the end of the day, I've realized a lot of things, and I can't treat them like the enemy. As much as I would like to excommunicate and, I would like to do things myself, I do things for the greater good. And sometimes it be the detriment to yourself. So I feel like that's the plight of being like a people pleaser, a people pleaser, somebody who had been traumatized, and I understand. But basically what I'm saying is, so yeah, had a hard past, grew up seeing my sister have things and I didn't have things, and I had what I had. I had to buy my own PlayStation. I think one of my we had got the GameCube from one of the family members. Somebody else had the GameCube. I didn't get a new GameCube. I got like a used GameCube, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember. I ain't gonna shit on niggas shit. But basically, more stories, I had got the GameCube, got the hand-me-down games, and that's what started it for me. Like, I'm a gamer. Like, I'm gaming. I'm sneaking up late night, play the game. Like, I'm not vibing with my twin, though. My twin 3 years older than me. My sister, she 3 years older than me. So I'm about to make 26 in 18 days. Or at this point, 13 days or something like that. Today the 5th. So I'm saying that to say, like, boom, right? I really didn't have much. I really didn't do much growing up. I was like a lame. I used to like to read. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying lame in the sense like, oh, like it's bogus, but lame in the sense that no, I liked anime when I was younger though. I like anime when I was younger. I like to read, I like to play games. I was still into sports, but like not like watching sports, just like playing sports. I was good at the games, you know. And me and my sister never really bonded. Like we had a few times where we did stuff, but like when I think back about what we were doing, a lot of the situations I pretty much got hurt or I was at jeopardy in these situations. And I can name a few. Like one time she had me doing backflips because she wanted to see me do it. I felt like I was like, go sit down. Go sit down. Lottie, go sit down. It don't take 3 times to say it, bro. But, so yeah, I felt like, she had me doing backflips and shit. I had damn near fell on my neck, all type of shit. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Man, that don't fix shit. I just did a backflip for you. I didn't do a backflip for me, my nigga. And not even just that. It's times where I got in trouble for her, like on her behalf. Like, and what I'm saying is, in my opinion, I was a very unproblematic child. I grew up, my sister said I used to talk shit and talk back. I don't know how I could do that 3 years younger than you. You've been on Earth and all that time. So I grew up with the reputation that I had a smart mouth, you know, and stuff like that. I don't think I had a smart mouth. I just think I was smart. And people didn't know how to accommodate me at my age and having as much understanding as I did because I was a person who was always going to ask why. So when things happened to me, I asked why. I would cry, rock myself to sleep asking why would a person do this? You know what I'm trying to say? Saying that, say my heart is big. Not big enough to accept no disrespect. So now I bring it to the forefront, right? I'm fast forwarding back to the situation that we in to where I'm being excommunicated and I have to deal with that. Now, it was a situation back when I was starting off college. I think it was like 2016 or something. And I told her basically like, hey, man, I'm not going to talk to you if you don't work on yourself. And she took that offensively. And she didn't like my tone, but I sent her a text. I'm like, hey, man, I'm not vibing with the way that we're doing things. So I want you to, you know, get your shit together, then we could kick it. I thought that was appropriate at the time. Now, mind you, I'm a younger brother. I'm not saying I came correct. I ain't saying I came false, but all I'm saying is it should have been receptive. Like, hey, take those steps to understand maybe I am moving weird. That resulted in this moving forward. So that was 2016. This is 2021. She excommunicated. She has a son. My nephew is 4. So for 2, almost 3 years, it made 3. And the reason I'm making this video is because I feel emotional about it and I'm really not caring what other motherfuckers think. I just have to have my own video journal. Like, I'm sharing this with y'all, but it's not for y'all at the end of the day. It's perspective. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't hate these people. It's just that at the end of the day, I feel like I got treated a certain way and everybody have a specific memory, or like not specific memory, but they have a recount of how things happen. And I don't see it that same way. Like, of course, my mom doesn't think she did anything. My sister don't think she did anything. But everybody is pointing the finger. Even me, I'm pointing the finger. You know what I'm trying to say? It's obviously I wasn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But what I'm saying is, we don't understand how we cultivate like hate in the family. It's just passed down. You know, my grandma was not treated right by her mother and her siblings at the time. She was kind of like neglected. And I'm saying that to say, like, it's not their faults. It's not our fault. It's not my fault. But we need to pay attention to what's in our generations, what's in our blood. That's why it's important to not only know, like, oh, was your mother African? Fuck that shit, nigga. How was she treated? Was she abused when she was a kid? Did she go through anything? Because we harbor that same shit in our DNA. And I grew up never knowing that my grandma was basically neglected and she could have not even been here as much time as she was here. Well, she's not here anymore. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, like I said, I got my dad right here. I lost my grandmother, 10-6. Lost my dad, 11-22. So a month apart from each other. But that's why I want to make this video, because in death, my grandma said that everything was going to be like healed. And I not going to say that she's wrong. I just think our perspective on what healing is not correct. I feel as though motherfuckers thought that it was going to be like, oh, okay, y'all could finally be together. Bro, the feelings that I'm having really make me want to separate from my family now, because you harbored so much negative emotion to the point where you cut your family off for almost 3 years. It made 3 years this January and February. We only started back talking because my cousin passed away and transitioned because of cancer. You feel me? She transitioned in April. So we got back cool then at the repast. And then we kind of was like, talking. Me and my sister, we like talking. We getting closer. Her and my mom still not talking until October. Until that happens. And now she's like back. And everything's like flowing. And that's cool. However, I have new feelings. Now that my granny and my dad gone, I have these feelings of like me being a child again. So I want to speak on family because this is one of the first times I'm being like personal with the internet and shit. And I don't really care who watches it, but I'm just saying that to say like, hey, I don't really vibe with Twin them. I fuck with Twin, love Twin blood. Twin blood. I'm not really digging all this. I don't think it's acceptable to come back after 3 years in only in the events of death. And now it's important for family to be there. And I'm not going to over speak. I'm not going to tell y'all what's currently going on, like currently. But I just think it's crazy how people like are so manipulative. Even your family. Bro, when my sister made the decision to leave the house and excommunicate with us, that was her decision. When I made the decision to heal the relationship with my mother and my father and my grandma, because I realized that it was damaging me, because I had an open heart and I didn't feel as though they were showing me that, I went through a lot of shit, especially alone. But I did it with them there, if that makes sense. There was times where I had to leave the house to go figure it out. It was times where I definitely lived with my friends because I couldn't take the stress. But I'm only 25. You get what I'm saying? My sister 3 years older than me, made that decision, does all these things, and I'm supposed to just accept her when she come back. I was the main one telling my mama, like, hey, accept her, open arms when she come back. Ooh, my fingernails dirty as shit. But yeah, I'm like, accept her, open arms and shit. Now it's hard for me to accept her. It's been 3 scenarios since she came back to where I've openly said I haven't felt like I've been being treated like a brother. And I know it takes time, but it's like, does it matter? Does rekindling with your family actually matter? Because I spent my whole life trying to do it. My only goals was to like make sure everybody seen each other for who they was and understood that this was not our fault. And now 2 members ain't even here to see it. My family's very small. And now I have to kind of like rekindle that relationship, but I don't want to. It's like a subtle feeling of me not wanting to, because I just don't necessarily like her. Like I said, I love her, wish the best for her. But I don't care that you went through all this shit alone. Why is it that people choose to do you wrong, leave you excommunicate, leave you out here to dry, and then 2 years later, now, all this time later, now motherfuckers like, hey, I had to struggle. I had to do this on my own. And who the fuck made you do that shit? You did that shit on your own. Now everybody else had to pay for it. 2 years my grandma didn't get to see her nephew. 2 years my mama didn't get to see her nephew. 3 years I didn't see my own nephew because of how you felt about some shit. But then when you come back, we supposed to accommodate you and how you felt and your struggles because you chose to do something alone? This is family. Do it make sense to y'all? I know I'm jumping everywhere with the story. Moral of the story is, long story short, tumultuous past, excommunicated recently, just rekindled. How do you navigate that? I got so many emotions, bro. I got so much shit I want to tell her. Like, hey, bro, you were so fucking bogus. And you're still bogus. And you be bogus. So I really don't fuck with you, but I'm trying to give you a chance. How you say that to your family? See, growing up, I always used to think like, it was never it was never meant for us to like hate each other. But now I'm seeing that it's not as hard as I think that it is. Like, it's not as bad. And I think I need to embrace the separatism that it is. Cause I don't know, bro. Things just don't feel right.